Eastern Sedgwick County, now starting to push into southwestern Butler County, into Andover and Augusta. Torrential rainfall, low visibility, and we're getting reports of street flooding. The area around 9th and Woodlawn is reported to be a problem now, with some high water in that area, and all the usual spots around Wichita that have trouble with high water during heavy rains. Watch out for that. Low visibility has been a problem. We've also had reports of some wind damage, although no wind reports that would be considered severe limits. We've had 50 to 53 mile-an-hour wind gusts reported across the area. Let's check in with meteorologist Peyton Sanders at Storm Team 12.
Yeah, George, so this thunderstorm continuing to shift to the east across the east side of Wichita now, eastern Sedgwick County, then heading into western part of Butler County. So heading toward Benton now, Augusta, Andover dealing with some gusty winds. Rose Hill is next in line. We'll see. This severe thunderstorm warning goes until midnight. We may see an extension given the history of this storm as it continues to push to the east. But again, as you mentioned, did get some of those wind reports of around 50 miles per hour. Based on the signatures on radar, wouldn't be surprised if we're still looking at some wind gusts of around 50 as this storm continues to push in an east-southeasterly direction. Very heavy rainfall. The rain not quite as heavy now in West Wichita, but it continues quite heavy through the southern part of Sedgwick County, South Wichita, East Wichita, out toward Andover. So heavy rainfall along the Kansas Turnpike in Sedgwick County and heading up toward El Dorado now. And that is another concern with these storms as they're continuing to push to the east.
We haven't had many reports of hail in the Wichita area from this storm, if any, maybe small hail that I've been seeing.
Yeah, we haven't had any sort of big hail reports recently with these storms. That was much earlier in the evening, on up toward, or much earlier in the progress of these storms, I should say, when they were passing through Harvey County. We did get some hail reports there, but no sort of big hail. That's some good news with these storms. We don't want any sort of damaging hail, especially when you have the wind with it. So just a wind and heavy rainfall concern as these storms continue.
And I haven't seen any wind reports any higher than 53 mile an hour, so nothing that really is up to the 60 mile an hour limit that we've seen.
Yeah, and that report was that 53 gust was at 11:20, so 30 minutes ago. We had that 50 estimated report at 11:30. So it has been about 20 minutes since we've had any sort of measured gust. I haven't seen anything out of McConnell Air Force Base. That would typically be another one that we would get. But still, based on some of these radar signatures, there could still be some gusts up to around 50. So kind of a marginal situation here of severity with these thunderstorms. We'll see if the Weather Service decides to issue a new warning